shortages, capacity issues. Many county hospitals have already faced unprecedented challenges throughout the pandemic. Well, now questions are mounting in Gardena tonight about how one hospital has handled bodies of the deceased. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez has more from East Los Angeles.
From Sky Fox, Memorial Hospital of Gardena. Outside cooling units used to store the bodies of people who have died. And what you see on the ground are filled body bags. The person who contacted Fox 11 wants to remain anonymous, saying she ran to the hospital after getting calls about the bodies left out on the ground.
Are them bodies? Like, what is that down there on the ground? Like, I'm like, okay, this is serious.
Somebody called you about these bodies yesterday?
Yes.
The owner of the private autopsy company 1-800-AUTOPSY says he got calls from a mortuary that happened to be picking up a body at the same hospital.
They didn't know what to do. They were disgusted because they had bodies that were piled up on one another.
We show him close-up images obtained by Fox 11, images too graphic to show on TV.
See, that's all soaked. That's all body fluid. That's blood right there.
And that wouldn't have happened if it were the right temperature.
Right temperature, and if they had adequate, secure body bag.
Blood everywhere. I mean, it's just not right. They wanted security to actually move the bodies out, to housekeeping to come and clean it out, and then for security to take the bodies out of the old bags and put them in new bags and put them back in the freezer.
Today, the bags were gone and other bodies were being placed in the units. Hospital officials hadn't yet seen the photos obtained by Fox 11. They tell us they have an unusually high number of bodies due to a surge in COVID and non-COVID related deaths and just too many unclaimed bodies. Quote, because of the overcrowding situation, hospital administrators took action yesterday to organize the outdoor cooling unit in a more orderly fashion. Hospital protocol calls upon security guards to assist in the process when mortuaries come to pick up the bodies, primarily helping to lift and move the bodies. While the outside cooling unit was being better organized, the hospital engaged environmental services staff to clean the unit, and that is why some of the bodies were removed from the unit for a brief period. They add that fluids leaking is not unusual and that the temperature in the cooling units is the required 34 degrees. Do you see any indication of temperature issues with these bodies just from looking at the picture?
Yes, because the bodies they're slightly decomposed. Those bodies are in bad condition. They've been like that for a while.
He's also concerned about security guards claiming they were not given the proper protective gear to move those bodies.
OSHA regulations, you have to wear the gown, the mask, gloves, shoe covers, everything.
Two of the male guards had gotten blood and stuff all on their clothes, and they had to go home and change.
And this is a story that needs to be addressed and actually shared with the public.
So far, no word on any investigations against the hospital. LA County Coroner right up the street says they haven't gotten any of the bodies. And Cal OSHA, which would deal with whatever the guards were or were not wearing, they haven't gotten any complaints. But we'll keep you updated. In East Los Angeles, I'm Christina Gonzalez, Fox 11 News.